This summer, I made the choice to intern at Amnesty International Malaysia. I think for me, I picked this because it struck the balance between large and small. So on the one hand, it's got this infrastructure of a very well-established NGO. Amnesty International is based in 150 countries worldwide, and it has a member base of 7 million people. But at the same time, AI Malaysia specifically has a really cozy, intimate setting of a small NGO. In my chain of command, I had a grand total of 5 superiors, and that's including my executive director, Shamini Darshni. And here we have a photo of the interns. And what I really loved about the group was the geographical diversity that we had. And so going from left to right, there's me on the far end, then Loha from Paris, Hui Man from Kuala Lumpur, Cami from the south of France, and Laura from Melbourne. So at one point at maximum capacity, we had a total of 5 interns, which meant that at that specific point, we made up half of the AI Malaysia team. So what exactly did I do this summer? At the start of my internship, I stepped straight into the migration crisis. The Malaysian government had begun turning away Rohingya refugees, an ethnic group escaping persecution in Myanmar. They arrived by boat and we turned them away, leaving refugees to starve within visible sight of our ports. So at AI Malaysia, what we did was we released a call for urgent action. We started campaigning to collect signatures, send letters to government officials, and to raise public awareness. Following very intense pressure, both on the local and international level, Malaysia's government agreed to let in a certain quota of Rohingya refugees on the condition of resettlement within the year. All of this was processed and all the refugees were brought into the country with the help of the United Nations High Commission for Refugees in Kuala Lumpur. Within the same time frame, unfortunately, we also found mass graves of migrants between the border of Malaysia and Thailand. To be exact, we found 139 mass graves of migrants who had simply been discarded as trash within our human smuggling networks. I have no doubt that there are more graves waiting to be found, but at this point in time, the government has restricted access to these areas. And then, following on from there, another big campaign that we worked on was advocacy for the abolishment of the death penalty. And this is a really important discussion to be having in Asia because we are a very huge retentionist region with the highest number of executions in the world. So it became really clear that we needed to have this conversation here. Between the 11th and 12th of June, AI Malaysia helped in the coordination of the Asian Regional Congress on the Death Penalty, a 2-day event that brought over 150 death penalty activists from all over the world. At AI Malaysia, what we did was we set up a jail cell outside the Congress to get the conversation going. We campaigned to make Malaysia the 100th country in the world to abolish the death penalty. During the Congress, I personally sat on the sidelines as the official rapporteur for the event. I got to meet an endless list of incredible death penalty activists campaigning for the abolishment of a penalty that violates every human being's right to life and has never even been proven to deter crime. Transitioning from the death penalty, AI began our Stop Torture campaign, and this was my last campaign of AI Malaysia, where I delved into the scary world of deaths in police custody. I remember scrolling through the news portal Malaysia Kini when I stumbled across the story of Zulfakri Ibrahim. Zulfakri was found dead in police custody with bruises all over his body and a broken nose, clear indications of torture. Yet the post-mortem reported death by natural cause, ruling out any type of further investigation. This is a short snippet of a video that I made of Vino, AI Malaysia's public campaigner. After reading the story, I really felt like we should do something about it, and so we began reaching out to Zulfakri's family members and other local NGOs that worked on death cases.
Dia meninggal di belah. Yang keduanya, post-mortem report tak pernah rilis.
All detainees should be treated humanely. We were hoping to raise public awareness on this story because of the 242 deaths in police custody in Malaysia since the year 2000, only 3 have seen the inside of a courtroom. And without human rights organizations like Amnesty International, this would probably be 0.